otakus, what a year for One Piece. Not only do we have amazing chapters until now, we also got the results of the first One Piece World Top 100 poll. It is the first worldwide international character poll. Welcome to Otaku International Podcast. I'm Muninn. Here with me hosting today is Kiwi-chan.
Hi.
Is Ike Senpai.
Hey everyone.
And joining us again is Pizza-kun.
Hello.
Feel free to join our discussion in the chat. We're excited to read your opinions. We are going to cover the top 50 of the overall ranking, starting from the bottom. I will read 10 characters that we are going to discuss, and I share my screen so you exactly see where we are and what we are talking about. If you want to see the complete top 100 results and the rankings in the different continents, we have put the link in the description down below. Before we start, join our Discord to be a part of the Otaku International family. We talk about all types of anime, manga, and manhwas on there. Now, let's get started. For the first 10 characters, 50 to 41, we have Shirahoshi, Kuzuki Hiyori, Izo, Okiku, Blackbeard, Pudding, Garp, Lucci, Kobe, and X-Drake. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think every character deserves their spot? Are there some characters you're surprised of? Do you think some characters should be ranked lower or higher? Ike, what do you think?
You know what? When I look at this, I see Kobe, I see Garp, and I see what is it? As much as I hate him, I see Blackbeard all the way down here. I'm not gonna lie, like Kobe needs to be higher. He really does. Because you know what? He's just been one of the people who's been one of the main characters all the way since the beginning. I know he's been like a offside main character, but he's still. I'm surprised people don't like him as much as to put him all the way at near 50. Same thing for Garp. Oh, Garp's epic.
Yes.
He definitely needs to be higher as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, but not a lot of people like Garp, to be honest.
Why?
I mean, some people find him overpowered, unnecessary to the plot. I mean, it is kind of understandable, you know. I mean, he isn't much in the spotlight, and some people don't like the random overpowered guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more surprised about Shirahoshi, if I'm quite honest.
Okay.
Do you think he should be ranked higher or lower?
Lower.
Actually, I was also surprised about Shirahoshi being that high up, but that's my personal opinion because I like Shirahoshi as a character, not really.
But Pudding over Shirahoshi?
Actually, for me, Pudding is a more likable character than Shirahoshi.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'm not much into like the crybaby characters, you know, like how Luffy put it out on.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of like character development going on, you know, like Luffy saying like she shouldn't be crying as much, and the little pinky promise, which Zoro wasn't included, you know. If you guys watched that episode, you can see it. If you missed it, which is pretty funny.
Yes.
Most people just skip Fishman Island.
I mean it's so weird.
I wouldn't skip Fishman Island.
I would not skip Fishman Island.
But honestly, Fishman Island is my least favorite arc.
Yeah.
What?
But before with like with Shirahoshi, I really think she should have been in a couple bottom because right now we're in a Wano arc. So I think that we should have more Wano characters
Yeah.
instead of Shirahoshi. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people. I mean, there wasn't this poll like a little bit before.
Wano,
Wano, yeah.
no. It was
No?
during
No,
Wano.
no.
It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
during
It was
Wano.
during Wano. It
yeah, I mean,
was how long was the poll? How
For
long-
2 months. It's
2
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Okay,
Yes.
so I know it started at the beginning of the year
Mhm.
somewhat.
Mhm.
So yeah.
but I mean, we haven't seen in the anime much of the manga characters we have currently now, and not like a lot of people read it. You know, like around the world. Like in Japan, I can like understand they have like almost every chapter going on in the weekly Jump Shonen. You know,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's quite understandable in my opinion. You know, like if it wasn't for the hype, I wouldn't be reading One Piece either. You know.
Honestly,
Mhm.
what surprises me a little bit is Lucci. I would
Yeah.
have thought that
Mm.
Lucci also, because okay, it's a manga anime thing right now because of the CP0.
Yeah. I mean,
So I think it's
Mhm.
they are ZP0 plays a bigger role or seems to play a bigger role right now,
Mhm.
but the anime is not there yet. So
no.
the Western,
not yet.
I think a lot of the Western One Piece community are a lot of them are anime watchers, not manga readers.
Yeah, true. That's what I
True.
was saying.
That is
And
Yeah.
like Lucci was like briefly shown in the Reverie arc, you know, like
Mhm.
almost killing the king, you know, from the Fishmans.
Yeah.
But to be
Yeah.
honest, the most surprising is like I see Isho like right under Shirahoshi, that what I would have expected a bit more higher, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Isho is a beast, you know, and like the little thing he was going on with Luffy, you know, like saying, "Oh, what color is your hair? How is your smile?" You know, come on.
Mhm.
I mean, that must have hit you in the feels, you know. Like I
Yeah.
wish I didn't like blinded myself, and you see him at like 52. Come on, now.
Yeah.
In the chat, does anybody or here in the stream, do you have anything else to say about place 50 to 41?
No.
No.
I think the rest of the people are they're exactly where they need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on to place 40 to 31. So we have Bartolomeo, we have Reiji, we have Tashigi, we have Whoopslap, we have Aokiji, we have Anaru, we have Buggy, Rayleigh, the Going Merry, and Whitebeard.
Mhm.
So I think this is one. There are some things that are. I mean, we know whose fault Whoopslap is.
Yeah.
Grand line review. But there are also, I think, some places.
Actually,
that I
there's
would
one thing that I'm kind of shocked is Tashigi, because usually Tashigi is not really that likable character as much as I know, but I'm shocked that she ranked 38 at the
Yeah.
same time with that. And I'm besides Whoopsap is like a trolling character. I would
Yeah.
have to say that Reiju is one of the shocking. I didn't think she would be one of the characters that would be lovable. But it makes
Actually,
sense.
nah.
No, I think
it's the
Reiju
shrimp
is an
going
amazing
on.
character.
Oh yeah, she is
Yeah.
a great
But-
It's the
character.
shrimps going on, man. It's all because of the shrimp.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
tell you
as
this
a-
right
as
now.
a-
You know what? I think she's a great character. On top of that, Tashigi should have never beat her. I'm surprised Tashigi beat her. Like,
I
they
know.
need to
That's why I was
flip-flop
shocked.
those right now. Because Tashigi, I'm not gonna lie, she comes in, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be better than you, Zoro." And then what happens? She's not. She gets mollywopped every time. Like,
I mean,
I am surprised about Buggy.
I was about to say that Buggy.
I mean,
people
Buggy
like
is,
him so
is,
much.
is
I
the-
don't know why.
I mean, it's Buggy the Clown, man. Come on, what are you guys on about? It's Buggy the Clown.
But Buggy is like, he is the most comedy character. He's the comedy release character for Oda.
He's like the
that's
meme
why-
of One Piece. He's like
Yes,
the
he's
that's
like
why
the
he
meme of
is
One
there.
Piece.
That's why people like him, He's the meme guy,
Well, you're right. He's the meme guy.
I mean, there is also one meme guy there, and I'm pretty sure like all of you three don't know who I'm talking about,
Who?
and it's Condoriano.
Condoriano. I know who you're talking about.
You know who
Yes,
I'm talking about?
It's
Kiwi?
in yes, it's he's in the filter filmer he's in the when before they go to Water 7 they do
in
this
the little prison. They
prison
got there.
break. Yeah, I know
Wait,
who you're talking about.
Before they go to Water 7?
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
little filler filler between
Oh,
there.
I didn't watch the filler.
Yeah.
It
that
was like a 2-3 episode filler, and
I didn't watch that.
I'm kind of disappointed that I don't see
Yeah.
Condoriano here.
They don't like Condoriano.
Yeah,
But
I mean, and with Tashigi, she gets every time she gets the spotlight, she's getting smacked by someone.
If it's
honestly,
every time.
I mean, look at in Punk Hazard. I mean, she needed Zoro to like to wipe her ass, basically with Muninn.
Pretty much. That's
I
literally
actually-
what happened.
honestly, I'm actually shocked about what happened because honestly, like I thought she would improve by the first encounter, show a little strength, but for compared to Zoro, and it's like like now that I think about it, I want to bring something up, but I'll have to do it later. But it's a sort about Tashigi, but I'm just gonna wait.
Don't forget it though, write it somewhere.
Yes.
before
Yeah,
you,
yes.
Before it slips
So-
your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that Tashigi got more popular after Punk Hazard, not because of her strength, because she's still a weak character when it comes to fighting.
Muninn, you know the reason why people like her, right? I will tell you because
It is because of what happened in Punk Hazard with the children.
No.
Honestly.
Listen.
That's a
There's a
reason?
reason. No, you know why I like Tashigi? Is because of her cape and her outfit. That's why.
Oh wow!
You went
Wow.
from you went from people liking Tashigi to you liking Tashigi.
And Punk Hazard, smoker in Tashigi's body.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Come
god. You're
on.
right. That is what got people. Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
smoker ruined Tashigi's lungs, man, with all that like chain smoking, man.
Oh man.
I mean,
Honestly,
yeah?
I don't want to know how what smokers' lungs look like.
I mean, technically he is smoke, so there wouldn't be much change in
Yes.
in the smoke in the lungs. But I wish
You're
that whoop
right.
slap would been higher.
Oh yeah.
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 I'm pretty happy that the Going Merry is up here.
Definitely.
Uh,
Definitely.
definitely.
After so much time, the Going Merry is still loved. It's
Yes.
just the Going Merry. It's their ship. Their first.
Whitebeard
Yeah.
at 31 though.
Actually, before we go
That's
with
crazy.
before we go in Whitebeard, I'm actually shocked that Enel is actually lower because I was hoping
Really?
Enel will be. Yes, I was hoping that Enel will be in 20s instead of the 35 because Enel was
Really?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, Eneru is cool, but you know that a lot of people say that Skypiea is the arc to skip, and I don't agree to that. Never skip Skypiea, because Skypiea is, first of all, an amazing arc, and second of all, we have so much information that we get that is relevant to the story until now in Skypiea. So never skip
Exactly.
Skypiea.
Definitely.
But
I
I
don't
think
know.
Eneru deserved this place because he was gone so long.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And honestly, if you really think about it, skipping Skypiea is you're just missing so much information and content. So definitely read it and then skip it in anime. Wait, what?
I mean, I don't understand why people would even recommend skipping Skypiea. I mean, after all these years, I still remember like the hype moments, like like from Heart, when they reach the poneglyph and
Yeah, I did like
you
that.
see the message,
You
and
kind of
then
need
after
both
like
parts.
600-700 episodes later, you see how it got there. I mean, come on, why
Like-
would you skip it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was the guy? His name Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc, yeah. About him, like he's still relevant in still Wano when they were explaining with Oda kind of thing about it too. And I was really shocked that they even added his name about it there too. So it's quite not like, yeah, it was like it was mashed between, I think, Alabaster and I think what was the Ennis Lobby. That's why I feel like the water Skypiea wasn't really that great, but it's an informational. So I would
Mm.
say you still have to watch it, even if it's gonna be like you feel like it's not a good thing. One thing I love about Skypiea part with that is the impression that Luffy got or his singing. Those are my
Mm.
favorite
I mean,
comedy parts.
Hey, I still read everything once and watch everything once.
true.
That's
Yeah.
what I say.
I mean, before like going from someone else's opinion, first get your own opinion. If you don't like it,
exactly.
you can always skip it, but you need to
Yeah.
watch it. You
Yeah.
need to.
Definitely.
So
But Whitebeard at 31?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I mean, I was
well,
surprised.
he is out of the story really long too.
I mean,
But
come
I
he
mean,
on.
was on the
he
anime.
did an impact. He did an impact. Well, except from the Ace flashback. There, he's
Yeah.
got a tiny bit.
I mean, he's also back in like the Wano arc, like the
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes,
that's
first
in
why I
one.
came back from that was
in the
dude.
flashback from Ace.
Mm.
But
I mean,
Seeing
also,
Newgate.
yeah,
For one for Odin.
I mean,
that also
did
is not
no?
in the anime. We have to keep in mind that's also not in the anime.
No,
yet.
no,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
true.
I
It's in
mean,
the anime.
Odin,
Yeah.
Whitebeard, and Roger is in the
Yeah,
anime.
they're all in the anime.
Really?
He changed
Yeah.
joined
Yeah,
it.
Are
the
they
flashback
that
is in
far?
the anime.
Yeah.
they're-
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, someone needs to
Okay.
catch up on the anime.
Yeah, actually, though. I
I
mean,
read
Actually-
the manga.
I know, but the Wano is better in the anime.
It looks so good as well. It looks amazing. The battle between Roger and Whitebeard, like I'm surprised it's not higher because that
bro,
battle was
I mean,
epic.
didn't you see like when they clashed? They
Yes.
added it. They added it. Oh my god, how can I? Usopp's, they edited him out, man. Did you see? Usopp is the goat.
They edited Usopp out.
They edited Usopp out.
Oh, you stop it. All these Usopp memes. I keep seeing them everywhere.
Come
Oh,
on,
man.
God, Usopp to
Oh my god.
Come on, we got Buggy D Clown, fucking Go D Usopp,
Go to Usopp.
I mean,
Oh,
my
man.
point is made. My point is made.
Okay,
like-
let's move on to the next 10. We're going from 30 to 21. We have Mihawk, Gold Roger, Frankie, Smoker, Brooke, Perona, Odin, Kid, Bonclay, and Vivi. So,
Can I
I
start?
think you...
Yeah.
Yes, let's start.
Why the
Lisa.
fuck is Perona and Fifi doing in top 20? I mean, top 20 to 30. But what
I
are
already
they
know.
doing there?
I
What are
already
they
know.
doing there?
Don't.
Clover.
I don't know. I was so surprised of Perona being up there.
I'm gonna give you the answer.
I will
I'm gonna give you the
Give me
answer.
the give me the answer, bro.
There's
What is
three
Give us
reasons
the
why.
answer.
All right, there's 3 reasons why. All right, the first one is gonna be that freaking she shows up in freaking what is it called? Stampede. She shows up in Stampede. That's one. And she shows up looking, like Perona, a little bit busty. Just saying. She showed up in Stampede. Her outfit when they first arrived, from the 2-year mark, everyone was simping. Everyone was going crazy over it, just completely crazy.
Them shrimps, man.
Literally going crazy over it. And then the third one is because of one of the one of the video games that came out, and then they added like a skin to her, and it's.
Are you kidding me? Are you? Are they like bunch of shrimps going on? Oh my!
Everywhere. Just saying.
Come on, man. It's 2D, man.
And they make her overpower in like almost every One Piece game, like period.
I mean,
She's always overpowered.
technically, it is overpowered.
Yeah, that is true.
She is so high up, and like if I scroll down a little bit, she beat so many amazing characters.
wait.
As we said, she beat Kobe, she beat Garp, she beat Aokiji, she beat the Going Mary.
And Silver Rayleigh.
And Silver Rayleigh and
Mihawk too.
Whitebeard.
And Mihawk too.
Yes, she even beat Mihawk.
It's crazy. It's crazy what fan service does.
Actually,
the other one was the cover. She was on the cover, I think, 3 times throughout all of Wano. That's another one.
Yes.
So she's
right.
There is only one guy that needs to be higher in this top 20 to 30, and it's Bonkley.
Bonkley is not even here. It's not
His sacrifice. I believe it's here. It's right
but
on.
Hold on. But before we talk about that, with Perona, I think it's because she's like the Lolita, like the edgy Lolita.
Oh,
and
she
like
is a Lolita dressed character, yes.
Yeah, so a lot of people like the edgy Lolita kind of person, and they love that kind of.
I mean, she's more like an, edgy slash tsundere type, like how she's going at Mihawk,
Yes.
Say when even though like before the time skip with the Zoro flashback that she holds the newspaper into Zoro's face for him to read because he couldn't move. He's like, "Yo, I'm not I'm not your maid or something," Even though she liked it.
And I'm not gonna lie though, the ships with her and Zoro.
True.
No, don't start with that, please.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
I'm so happy that Oda said that there will be that there wouldn't be any love between the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
I love that he did that.
Oh my god, I already know what you should say.
Kiwi, I know what you want to say. Stop it.
We're gonna permanently call that certain character a certain banned word.
Okay,
we're just gonna ban the name.
No. Before I will, I'm not gonna rant about it. But with the Perona with Mihawk, I kind of like their relationship as father and daughter kind of relationship. I can see him caring about Perona as daughter.
Yes.
And thing. I don't see them because a lot of people do ship Perona and Mihawk.
I mean, Mihawk is you would actually see Mihawk as a father type, because like they're both edgy.
A lot of
Definitely
ship Perona and Mihawk.
But I don't understand how are they gonna even get close to Mihawk? With like that they demolished the warlords of the sea. They teased. We still haven't seen anything.
They can't. They're not going to attempt it. They're not even going to attempt going after him.
Weren't they like at his island?
Well, weren't they going towards Amazon Lily?
Yes, they're going towards Amazon Lily.
Before we
Which
move,
they better lay hands off of her. I'm just saying.
okay, but I'm saying
Yes.
like I'm actually shocked that Frankie and Brooke, one of the Straw Hats, is also down in the 20s, and honestly,
Yes.
too.
Uh,
And
I mean, shocked not, but because I also knew that Frankie would be like the least favorite Straw Hat
yep,
because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't like him at
No.
all.
that is true.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you
That is absolutely true.
have you guys seen the voice actor of Frankie,
No, actually not.
bro?
Wait,
I mean,
have to.
he is made for Frankie.
Yeah.
He is made for Frankie.
I also
It's-
with the one with Odin, I'm actually shocked because Odin is the star. Like the thing, I'm shocked that he's in 24. Like he was Vivi beats Odin, and Odin was the highlight of the story.
I mean,
Vivi,
Yeah.
Vivi was relevant in Reverie, but still, I'm shocked that Odin is not top of Vivi. I would understand if Vivi was in 24.
I mean, wasn't Emu after Fifi for some reason?
Yes, she was.
I mean, it might be that, but then it doesn't. I mean, it does explain Blackbeard because he's a prick, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, 21 with 90K votes on Fifi. I don't understand that.
Yeah, me too. I would rather Vivi and Odin switch.
I mean, I
Plays.
would have
Yeah,
Vivi
that's
with
pretty upsetting.
Bartolomeo. I mean, he's more useful than Vivi. He
Yeah.
is he is the guy that came up with the
Well,
with
if
I
you
mean,
think about
he's
it,
one of the
Vivi
guys.
runs an entire country, so and she has the influence of an entire country. So technically, I don't know. She has the most influence out of everyone. She really does. So
I
I
mean,
think that kind of makes sense.
you have Columbus as well with like 2.2K followers, you know, like
Mhm.
subordinates. It's also a lot. I mean, they should have switched her. I mean, she would. I mean, her in 21st place is undeserved for me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
She beat Kid, for God's sake. Come on.
Well, how many people like? I mean, Kid is one of the main fighters right now. But he now is the first time Kid gets the chance to possibly shine.
Yeah, but then again, the people haven't read the manga, so they
Yes.
don't know what's
Yes.
going on. They saw
Yes.
him.
Yeah.
They saw him like with Luffy, like going at each other, you know, at their throats, and then
Guys-
again,
guys,
Kid
we're
did it with one
trying-
hand.
If we have the anime watchers and manga watchers, we are gonna do a spoiler alert. So if you're not caught up with it, please try to read the manga so you know what we're talking about.
Also, but we try to not to spoiler anything from
Try.
the manga. We try to like maybe hint something, but not straight out spoiler.
Yes.
Why we said like for example the situation with Kid, I mean he is in the anime in Wano, but he like you don't know what's going on in the manga in the
Yes.
recent chapters. So
We
we
just-
won't say anything. We just say he's there. That's it.
The people that read it know what we are talking about. So
Yes.
We would just
I'm
drop
ready
some
to see
little
what's
hint.
next, though.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh,
Let's see
Okay.
what we got.
So moving on to 20 to 11, and here is like
Okay.
there
Okay.
we have Doflamingo, we have Marco, Jinbei, Crocodile, Chopper, Usopp, Katakuri, Rocinante, Shanks, and Yamato. Can
I
I
didn't
start?
Yeah, you can start.
I didn't expect Rocinante that high and beating Doflamingo.
You took the words out of my mouth. That was exactly my thought as well.
It is interesting,
So
though.
surprised.
Beside them, that it's everyone that's up there makes absolute sense.
No.
Yes.
Besides
Why?
Corazon and beside the Doflamingo, everyone up there makes absolute sense.
Well,
I w-
Doflamingo is one of the fan favorite
Yep.
villains.
I would have to say
Oh,
with
I wouldn't call Corazon or Rosin.
I would have moved him.
villain.
I would have switched him out. Honestly, Corazon. I would have switched him out. Had someone else up there because I do like him. He's a great character. He has great development. But man, like
I mean, I love Corazon as a character, but I didn't expect him to
that's
be up there.
high.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's really high. I expected him to be in the top 100, but not that far up.
bro. I mean, okay, we talk about Corazon, but what about Crocodile? I mean, after the Marineford arc, he's gone.
Yes, actually it surprised me that Crocodile beat Doflamingo
yeah.
because
Mm.
a lot of people love Doflamingo and say that he's like the best villain so
Mhm.
far. Or like until
that-
Dressrosa, he was one of the
Yes, he
in
was. He
Dressrosa.
definitely was so far.
Yeah.
And
Now they change it to category though. Muninn. They
True.
yes,
I mean,
but-
I can't really see him as the best
but he's
villain
still-
character
I mean,
though.
but he still
Best
beat
antagonist.
Crocodile. He still beat Crocodile, and
I can see Katakuri more as like I don't know, best like
I mean,
rival.
yeah, I
freaking
mean,
Luffy.
No,
Katakuri isn't a villain. He just
No.
protected his siblings.
Yeah,
that's what he
honestly,
did.
if you think of it, Straw Hat and all them are the villains.
Yes.
Because
I
they
mean-
actually went to Whole Cake Island and they waged
Destroyed it.
an attack. So I'm just saying.
I
they're
mean,
defending their home.
There's a difference between a best villain and a best fight. So
Mhm.
people like Doflamingo as a villain, but they like Katakuri as the fight he and
Yes,
Luffy had.
yes.
That fight
Absolutely.
it's not like really it is physical, but if you understand, it's more mentally as well.
Exactly.
Pizza,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question. This might be a controversy to One Piece community. Which is better, Rob versus Luffy or Katakuri versus Luffy? Which is better?
Oh,
Who?
Ooh,
Rob
Rob
Lucci
Lucci?
versus Luffy or Katakuri versus Luffy? Which
Katakuri.
is better?
I
yeah.
have to say
Katakuri.
Katakuri. Yes.
Because
And-
it wasn't just a fight to fight. It was a fight with emotion into it. Even Katakuri was feeling it because it's something that he felt that he had this brotherly thing that he had to be the oldest one and the strongest one. Him being the oldest brother.
He's
he
like
has
the
to be the
perfectionist.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
the-
Rob Lucci and Luffy was more of a brawl, like Doflamingo and
Yeah.
Luffy. But Katakuri and Luffy had both.
Yeah.
Physical and mental.
There's
Okay.
absolute so much passion into it, and he even lit freaking Katakuri up even hotter to go even deeper to fight even harder just because of both of them going at it.
yeah.
Like you didn't have that same thing with Doflamingo. Doflamingo was just crazy.
Okay. But before I was actually shocked that Tony Chopper was there, honestly, too.
What?
I
Why?
mean, yeah,
Higher or lower?
Everyone loves him.
I would say he like people in
He's
the community.
cheating.
I love him, but people in the community do not like him. He's not
Apparently
relevant.
they like
Clearly they
him.
like him.
Yeah, people in other countries love him, but not in the community that I know about. Our One Piece community don't like.
I'm gonna tell you, when you have a chibi character and there's
Honestly-
no other chibi characters, guess who they're gonna go after? The chibi character.
And I can totally understand Chopper's placement, and I
Yeah.
totally understand
Mhm.
Usopp's placement. But I
Yeah.
also want to mention Zapdos. Yes, Crocodile was one of the OG villains of One Piece, but he was not in the story since Marineford.
Yes.
So he is gone out of the story for so long. So I actually thought
But he
would
has
be
been on the
ranked
cover.
lower than Dofi.
He's been
Yeah.
all over the cover though.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's one thing now because I know Pizza is eating right now.
Yeah.
should we wait for the top 10? Because I would
Okay,
do it
before we do
without
that,
him.
yeah.
So
Before we do that, let's discuss with Yamato. Like, I know a lot of
yes,
anime people do not know who she is. She hasn't appeared in the anime, but yeah. So we can brief the
That's what hot
anime.
me. I don't know about you, but
no,
Okay.
don't brief them. Don't brief them.
Like
They should know it would be too spoilery. So
Oh,
Yamato
sure.
is a manga only character for now, but Yamato is an amazing character. You're for every anime watcher, you will look forward to the time when Yamato gets introduced and his relations to everything.
Yeah.
It will be amazing. It will be amazing. I just say that. So for now, do you have any questions surrounding One Piece? Should we go back down a little bit again, talk a little bit of
Let's talk.
things we already talked about?
Wait up real quick, because you know what? We actually didn't talk about someone.
Shanks.
We didn't talk about Shanks. We didn't talk about Shanks.
Shanks deserves his place.
At 12, I feel like Yamato and Shanks should switch. I think Yamato and Katakuri should switch. And then I think Corazon should be moved down to where Doflamingo is.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely think that needs to be a thing, because you know what? All these people and like Shanks definitely needs to be 11. If he's not 10, he needs to be 11. That's where he should be, because he's been the GOAT since the very beginning. Like I don't know, like we've seen him in all the rankings every single year as it went by. He's always been in the top rankings because, well, he's Shanks. He's literally the badass that stopped Kaido from going over to freaking Whitebeard during the war. He's the badass that decided to go by himself to go find freaking Teach, and he's also the one that stopped the entire war against Marines and pirates.
Yes.
I think he deserves to be 11. I think that's his spot right there.
And you forgot to add that he was the one who's went to the biggest controversy, the reverie. Remember the reverie.
Yep.
The reverie.
So that one's different though. That kind of seems like when he went there, it kind of seemed like he already had influence. As in, like, he wasn't just going there as in like he fought a bunch of people to get there. We had to do a bunch of different things. The way he was there, it was kind of like he could just walk in, which is very interesting.
That's a thing. That's a thing that was like from chapter 1. Mm-hmm. You'll get the feeling that Shanks has power, but you never really now with like the Reverie, Marineford, him stopping a war. We slowly get to know, like, everybody knew Shanks has power. He's a powerful pirate. He has influence, but now we can see probably a glimpse, just a little bit, of how powerful and how much influence he actually has. Yeah. And I still wonder how.
Okay, I want to bring out something. And this is kind of be a really good discussion. It's about Mihawk and Shanks. I know everybody. Yeah. So yes. The recent chapters made me think about it too, because of the coding of Conquer's Hockey. What do you think that maybe Shanks has it and maybe Mihawk doesn't, and maybe those two are actually, maybe that's the reason why Shanks can collide with Mihawk as well? Or do you think both of them has it?
I don't think Mihawk has it.
I also don't think that Mihawk has it.
Because if he had it, he would have, in a sense, taught it to Zoro. And and we would have seen him use it already. Yeah. Which he hasn't. Like, he was in a war. Like, if you're in a war fighting against a bunch of people like that, I definitely would have used it while I was there. You definitely saw Whitebeard kind of use it. You definitely saw freaking so many different people utilizing hockey. So it's
No,
like
I mean like conquer, like the.
no, that's exactly what I mean. Like if he was gonna sit there, because he tried to kill Luffy, he actually did. He tried to kill so many people. Like he even launched an attack at Kaido, not Kaido. I'm sorry, at Whitebeard. Like if he was gonna launch an attack at Whitebeard, don't you think he would have used Conqueror's hockey to use it? Like that's just, I feel like that's something
Yeah.
he would have done during one of the most dangerous
he should
times of
have
his
used
life.
it to Buggy too, because he Buggy.
I have a question though.
Yeah,
You know what? Because I mean, Mihawk is a Chichibukai. He is one of the warlords,
you see.
and Shanks is a emperor. So,
Yeah.
how do you think is their like strength level? Because
Do you think that? Do you think Muninn? Hold on. Do you think Shanks is more powerful with, or do you think that Shanks powerful now without his arms, or do you think with his arms? Do you think they're both equally?
Shanks was absolutely stronger before, because even Whitebeard brought that up. Because he talked about his power dwindling and stuff like that because he didn't have an arm anymore. And so clearly he was way stronger than he was now with the other arm. So that's very interesting to hear Whitebeard say that. So that means
Do you think
first
Shanks'
meeting-
power is dwindling? I don't think he's
No.
dwindling.
Do you think Shanks is
it
now?
dwindled because he had only one arm. You have one arm, trust me, you're handicapped by half. But what I'm trying to say is when Mihawk went over to him and he was on the island together and they showed up, he knew who he was already. He already knew, and he still revered him as a strong person, even though his arm was already missing. So that kind of shows how strong Shanks was in chapter 1, because we didn't know about it until later, until we saw so much influence.
So what? But do you think if Mihawk would decide to fight against Shanks, who would win?
No. Shanks.
Shanks.
Yes,
Shanks.
definitely Shanks. Okay,
Definitely
I just wanted to discuss this,
Yeah.
and also
I don't think
Shanks'
they would fight each
strength.
other though.
So it is a handicap that he lost his arm because also his whole balance is not there, and usually even in fighting you use your arms for balance.
Yes, you do.
To balance your body.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
he definitely needed to relearn a little bit of sword fighting after he lost his arm. But I think Shanks is. I cannot. Honestly, I cannot pinpoint exactly how strong Shanks is.
Yeah, you really.
It's so difficult for Shanks.
I think the only way we could find out with Blackbeard versus him.
But there were rumors about Blackbeard.
Yeah.
I won't
You know what?
say anything for anyone who doesn't follow rumors or the anime watchers, because
I'd rumor it.
there are rumors about Blackbeard, and if that's true, oh my gosh, Wano! I just say, oh my god, Wano!
I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to be able to see those things.
Yes.
I think we should go while we wait for a thing. I think we should go to the top 100 to see what's going on with that. It'll be interesting.
To what?
100, just to see what it is. Just scroll
a little bit down again.
Yeah, because we already talked about the 50. I think the hundreds ones are.
So now we go down. We have 51 to 60. We have Pal, Fujitora, Akainu, Otama, Killer, Ulti, Ben Beckman, Koala, Kizaru, and Gaimon. Gaimon! But who is responsible for Gaimon?
That's Japan because that's everyone in Japan loves Gaimon. That's their main.
Really? But also, why is Pell up there? Why?
Whoa.
I don't understand Pell.
Who
Palace up,
voted for this?
Palace up with ulti.
Who
And
voted for this?
I don't know. Because if we scroll even down more, he beat Dragon and Pedro. He even beat Fujitora.
Even Koala and Batman.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I can't even understand this. I can't.
Yes.
I think you know what? I'm kind of happy they're not above in the top 50.
Yes. Well,
Now I'm afraid to scroll down.
honestly, I wish that Fujitora would be some. I think he should have moved a little bit higher. Not much.
Yeah, I do like him.
Just a little bit.
As an admiral, you know what? I definitely like him the most out of all of them. Well, Akayoji. No, I don't know about that.
Well,
You can't. I love Aokiji.
Aokiji. Well,
Aokiji
Aokiji is
actually was
not
the best
an
one.
admiral anymore.
Not anymore, but he was out of all of them. Like I think actually he was the best. He was the best next to Pedro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, Aokiji is like the best admiral, and after that is Fujitora.
Yeah.
Let's scroll down from these ones.
Yes, and now we have on 61 Pedro, then Dragon, the 1000 Sunny. We have Beppo, Kaido, Rockstar, Dr. Hillock, Rebecca, Pauli, and Uruj.
Why? Okay, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be upset. Okay, first of all, why Rouge is down and Rebecca beating it? I don't like Rebecca. Rouge should be supposed to be in the 68 because he's a supernova. Keep that in mind. And I'm like,
he lacked character development though.
First of all, and he was not relevant in this story.
He wasn't.
And
He absolutely lacked character development.
You saw him a little bit when Kaido jumped off the cloud, but you just saw him.
Something's upsetting me though. Where is Momo? This is very upsetting. I'm surprised people.
Senor Ping, Cavendish, Gecko Maria, Karu.
I mean, how do people forget about the most important character, Dr. Hilulu?
He's not here. He's in 67th.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been higher. Come on, he brought one of the best quotes, and he foreshadowed Haki. What else do you want? What else do you want? I mean, come on. When do legends die, Muninn? When do legends die?
I think Rouge should be lower. Definitely, he should be lower.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we only saw
he has
him
no
twice.
character development. He has character development. It's zero.
I mean, he's done 3 things, and we saw 2. One was watching Kaido commit suicide. The other one was getting smacked by Kizaru, and the other one is, I mean, people that know the manga know what I'm talking about.
Okay, wait up now. The freaking duck beat Momo?
Yes.
Where's Momo?
Bro, why is Pen D-Man on 97? Why is Pen D-Man there?
Because it's Panda Man.
It's Pen D-Man. It's D-Man. Pen D-Man. Come on.
I cannot. I can't. Let's. You know what? I'm happy we didn't start with the 100 because you know what?
I'm surprised that Shushu is on 100th place.
We need to go to that must be I'm just gonna say it. That must be a troll right there. I'm just gonna say it. That must be a troll.
I mean that was a potential troll, but unfortunately not a lot of people knew about that troll.
Whoopslap was the bigger troll.
Yeah, I mean, but then we're talking about Grand Line Review, you know, and he has
Let's,
like
what do you
Yeah.
think?
He
We
has more
head back up to
impact.
10?
He's one of the biggest, definitely. He's yeah.
For
And we
you,
have
for
the
you guys in the live
cool-
chat, I'm gonna post something in there. Just go ahead and look at it.
drop it.
But guys, we have to. If I looked over it, Momo is not up here, right?
Momo's
it's
not.
upsetting.
No,
He's
Momo's
not even in the top 100. And I was surprised Kinemon was so low.
I mean, Momo.
Nobody likes.
No,
Nobody
no,
likes.
What? Nobody likes Kinemon?
No, Momo.
Oh, Momo. All right.
Okay, you gotta stop that. I just saw that.
I'm telling you, it's
Alright.
gonna happen. I'm telling you, it makes perfect sense. All right, she has plenty of influence. She has great power. She brings so many people in, and then you got the kid who's gonna be the next king. Makes sense. Both from the same country. Just saying.
Come on, really?
I'm telling you, that's gonna
Bellemere
be a
is
power
higher than
couple.
Pendy, man.
That's gonna be
Bellemere is higher than Pendy, man. Bellemere at 10K. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna.
Hey, even Morgan's is up here.
I mean,
Morgan's.
what are these
Okay.
people smoking? Kaku is 77.
Yes.
These people are some on next level. Who's
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So
I don't like Hawkins. I think he belongs to the bottom.
Mhm.
since Pizza is back,
Hold
we
on,
can-
before we moved, I gotta want to say, Olympus is actually, I think in Europe, people put a kind of like thing that make him higher, so that's why he's in the rank 78.
78.
Olympus, yeah, Olympus. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people in Europe love.
Columbus doesn't matter. All right, let's keep going up.
Let's go to the real deal, the top 10. Here I'm
Okay.
going to go like line for line.
Here we go, line for line.
Yes. On 10, 9, and 8, we have Zabo, Ace, and Carrot.
Yes. That makes sense. Ace is the most loved, like absolutely loved character, and
Yes.
it makes sense for him to
true? Clayton, that's true.
be there.
Stated
let's see.
facts right there.
Sabo makes sense.
Yes.
Ace makes sense, and Carrick makes sense. I see.
Yeah.
Clayton.
People don't like Carrot being in there.
Actually, I was
Uh-huh.
tiny little bit surprised about Sabo
Yeah.
on 10 because I know that also a lot of people think of Sabo as like the cheaper Ace replacement.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, it felt for me. Sabo felt so sudden and a bit unnecessary. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pronounced dead, and all of a sudden he's in the hands of a dragon. You know. And the only
but
thing he
that
let.
Mhm.
I think that was foreshadowed in the backflash, though. Everybody knew that Sabo is not dead.
Yeah.
So,
Nobody likes Carrot though, and they're actually shocked. that
Oh, you
Carrot-
said nobody likes Carrot?
you
No,
said nobody
like-
likes Carrot and she's in 8th place?
I don't know about you. That's 8th place to me.
Obviously, a lot of people love Carrot.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like most of the people prefer Yamato to be up there than Carrot.
I mean, yeah, you could say
But-
Yamato has some
but the thing
identity
is-
crisis.
But the thing is, Yamato is a manga-only character for now.
True.
How many anime-only watchers do we have? It's
I-
honestly, if Yamato would have been an anime character, would have already been in the anime, Yamato would definitely beat Carrot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could say Yamato has some identity crisis, thinking she is or he is.
Hey,
But then,
hey, we can.
Stop it, spoiler,
come on.
No
I mean, but
spoilers.
Carrot has like actually something going on, her oolong form, smacking Big Mom's crew, looking
Yeah,
hella
you know what?
flea.
She absolutely was putting it down. I'm not gonna lie. It was crazy the amount of damage she can do just in that form. Like it, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't walk away with her being in the freaking or they do walk away with her being in the crew. Like it just makes sense for them to add her.
I'm still not sure about it, but I'm also not about Yamato.
I think it would be more like how do you say who was it again? Like Nekomamushi and the doggy, like
Yeah.
chilling on Roger's crew, but not being a crew, but then again not being a crew. Like being in
Yeah.
the gray area. That's where I see
okay.
Carrot.
So you mean Vivi plays?
Vivi is nowhere near.
But
No,
actually,
Vivi is
all
She is an unofficial Straw Hat.
she is like the Straw Hat Alliance. She is in the alliance, but she's not on the crew. She's
I
not
feel
in
like
the
it
crew.
makes sense for her to be in the crow's nest, though.
But
Everybody
with
can fit in
with
there.
Carrot, the reason I want Carrot to be is she has great like dynamics to the crew.
I
Like
mean,
like I can see them goofing off with Carrot. Like Carrot will be more, oh, what is this and stuff, and then I can see her being like really amazed and that adventure type. Like right now, I'll be honest with you, I miss the aspect of the adventure type
Yeah.
because when we enter the new world, we straight through going to this thing. I miss the
mean,
part.
Business.
Yeah,
I mean, if
Well, we
it, if
had a
it
little bit
actually was,
Discovery and Punk Hazard.
yeah, that's Punk Hazard.
I
But
mean, if we
That is true.
actually went to the part with the Discovery, I mean, we would have One Piece would have ended 10 years later. Then I mean, and for Carrot, I mean, I wouldn't think that she would be in the crew because like she has nothing to offer. Every Straw Hat that there is on as like an official member has something on bringing on the table.
I
But
mean,
honestly,
Fifi has
did you-
nothing. Carrot has nothing.
yes.
I
But,
mean,
but,
Yamato
but
has
did you
something.
know? Nah, I'm not sure. But honestly, did you know Jinbei's place in the crew before he joined? Did you know that he would be the helmsman?
The what man?
Helms.
Hellsmith.
What was
Helmsman.
Helmsman? What was
Yeah.
it again?
No, I did not. I did not think that he would be actually. That's very interesting, though.
We didn't know what
Position.
Jinbei.
Jinbei's place
Position
in
would
the
be.
crew, his position would be
Mhm.
until he joined.
I mean, his position is the helmsman, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Yes.
in the crew. But that's
Yeah,
interesting.
He
Like,
is,
you wouldn't
but
have thought
we
he
didn't
would
know
be.
that. I know that nobody expected it.
I
Yeah,
mean, it would be logical because Jinbei is like the son of the sea, so he understands the sea. That's what you
it
saw.
does make sense.
Yes.
He sailed that
That's what
sea
you
more than anyone
that's
else
what you
has.
saw in the Big Mom arc when he took over and he wrote the mom flipping wave. Like he was at
You know
home
what? Yeah,
territory.
that does make sense. You know
It
what?
makes sense, but nobody expected it. Nobody knew that nobody expected that he can do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're right, 'cause you know what?
If you add
People
up the
took places
points,
all the time.
Huh?
They always took places. They took places of who would be the helmsman. It was
True.
Zoro. It was Sandri. It was freaking Nami.
Frankie?
But it was mostly
Yeah.
Nami. It was
Frankie.
mostly
No,
Nami.
mostly Nami, Usopp, and Frankie.
Yep. And,
Yeah.
and Nami
Because
can't
those
check,
three,
do what she's supposed to do, and then do that at the same time.
I mean,
So it makes sense.
what has Carrot and Vivi to offer at that point? I mean, Vivi is like Nami, but
Vivi
without
will
the
not
powers.
join the Straw Hats. That's
No, she
Yeah.
won't. She's
And Carrot is more like a little bit of a brawler.
so
Yamato makes the most sense in my
the
ears.
only thing that I can imagine for Carrot would be
Crow's
like
nest.
the Outlook.
She's the lookout for the crow's nest. She's
Yeah,
the
she-
best
Yeah.
person to do it as well because
Because-
for one, she's an animal, right? She has better hearing, better sight, better senses.
Bro, look at the ears.
Mhm. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just put this about Yamato. Okay, you say you understand. Let's think about what do the Straw Hat needs. You have Robin, who's archaeology, who can read poneglyph. Are you saying that, like, she's kind of like Robin? Okay, it's like we're in a thing. So
No.
what role
No.
is Yamato gonna be put into
The-
it? That
If she is,
How?
then
She'd probably be a
Logbook.
deckhand.
No. What is the guy or the woman that keeps the log? What's it called?
that's Nami.
Logbook.
That's
No,
No,
Nami's-
Nami's the navigator.
Nami
navigator.
is the navigator.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
okay.
have some.
and,
They don't
and
have
Matt.
anybody who writes the logbook.
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean,
no,
then it
no,
would
no, no.
Nami has
It
two
would
jobs.
make sense.
Nami
Actually,
has
no,
two jobs.
because I don't know if this is thing, but they also because Brooke, there's this like I don't know if it's in the manga only or anime only, but Brooke said to like the arrest is that I found something amazing and not like the map was there and then the little tiny logbook that was there too, telling the about it. So even Brooke knows about what happened to Enies Lobby, every adventures that the Straw Hat thing, and then about Laboon and everything stashed away in that logbook. So Nami do write the logbook as well.
I cannot
So
remember
that's
that.
interesting that you
I
say
think
that.
that's
So,
manga
Yes,
only. I think that's manga only.
so
yeah,
if you-
because she does write it, and I do remember because Brooke was going
But also,
crazy
but
about
also
I found
before Jinbei joined the crew, they need Frankie, Nami, and Usopp were the helmsmen.
yeah.
I
Of
mean,
them. They moved the ship, and so everybody has like they had a second role besides their main role. So maybe Yamato could take over the logbook. Like it would make sense in regards of Odin, because remember what Odin's job was on Roger's crew? What he did, he read the poneglyphs and he wrote the logbook.
Yeah, but
I mean,
keep
it's
in mind that like even with that, I kind of want prefer someone who is with the crew already, because the reason is that like if Yamato put in like she's gonna only put in the adventures. I wanted like because I feel like at the very end that logbook in the One Piece is gonna be relevant. That logbook, it's gonna be talking about the adventures of the One Piece, and I feel like that's the most beautiful treasure of it is
So
that
I-
logbook.
I see that. I see what you're talking about, and I see what you're going with, and that makes perfect sense because
Yeah.
we have the first mate, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we have our second mate,
Yeah.
right? Which is also the cook. Well, the thing that we're missing the most is the third mate, and the third mate is the person who's being in charge of the deck itself. So, like, if you actually think of how a ship actually works and stuff, they do not have a third mate yet. They don't have someone actually controlling the helm. I'm sorry, they have someone controlling the helm, but they don't have someone controlling the actual deck department of the ship.
I mean,
And that makes perfect sense.
I mean, with Roger, you have Roger, you have Rayleigh and Skopper.
Yep.
Yes.
And then you have his third mate.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like you can do a job, like a side job, but doesn't mean you're good at it. Look at Water 7 with Sunny. I mean, Usopp was the shipman, but it doesn't mean he did a good job. Nami being the brook, Nami keeping the log doesn't mean. I mean, she can keep the log, but it doesn't mean she does a good job. Someone profession in a log, and then reading it as an obsession would write it better, in my opinion, than a navigator, mapper / log.
I mean, with Yamato, because I really want Yamato to join, but the reason, like, Yamato, like, yeah, he read the experience, but I don't see her writing the log as much as like with Odin. She wants to be like Odin, but she did say to Ace that feels imprisoned. She wants to get her own adventure. She did say that thing. Even Ace compliment you. You should be like strong. You're someone who's very strong. So to me, instead, I rather see Yamato take her own captain and actually like the one who replaced Kaido much better,
I mean,
because for me I can
Honestly,
see that than her taking over the logbook,
guys,
because I feel like that's more an experience for a Straw Hat for at
guys,
the very end.
I
Yeah.
think we should stop here because we
Okay.
are not getting anywhere with this discussion. We
Okay.
we could
Let's go ahead and move on.
have this
Yeah.
discussion for like forever, and we
Okay.
probably won't guess anything what Oda planned. So
Okay.
let's move on with the next three, which is 7, 6, and 5. We have Boa Hancock, Nico Robin, and Trafalgar Law.
Mhm.
biggest
Boa
sim-
Hancock.
big,
Always
biggest
has to
Simpson 7.
Boa Hancock has to always stay up there. It just has to be a thing.
Yes.
She would not move out of the top 10. It doesn't make sense to.
Yes.
She
Nico
used
Robin
to
has to stay up there.
she used to be at the 20 spots in Japan's ranking. Boa.
Yeah, Japan could go over there to the left. Guess what? She's at 7. Ramen at 6 makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Law at 5 makes perfect sense. I think
those three make sense.
and I don't
I
think
rather-
she can move
I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have Law in 4th.
in 4th.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even know who it is yet.
I know, but
Well-
I just prefer.
I think for now, I think
Hey,
Law
I
being
cannot
there
say
makes perfect
anything to
sense.
that because Law is my favorite character. I mean, I wouldn't put him in the
Bias.
first place, but I think he deserved the 5th place.
Hmm.
It's a pretty. I mean,
I-
he is high up.
I'm looking at like the other top 10s from different regions, and I see in the middle.
Wait, we're gonna talk about that now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do the top 3 first.
Yes.
So I'm going to do the top 3 at once. Oh, yeah, we have 4. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Okay, we do this one first. So we have in 4th place Sanji and in 3rd place Nami. I was so surprised of Nami. I mean, at the top 10, yes, but at 3rd place,
I can't like Nami.
Yeah, I think Nico Robin and Nami should switch.
Shush. Okay,
I
first
mean,
of all,
Nami gives
honestly,
me like
not switching. I think, honestly,
she needs to get kicked out of top 10.
no.
Nami gives me Sakura vibes, and I hate her.
okay,
I
first
hate her
of
with
all,
a passion.
Nami's only there because she's in a bikini.
True.
listen. I
But
love
when we look
Nami.
at the regional things, we see why they are
Yeah.
out there.
But see the reason I like Nami being out there, and it's like the original, like the first Luffy, second is Zoro, and then 3rd Nami, and then 4th Sanji. It's like the actual where they were recruited. I really like Nami. I know you think she's a Sakura, but I think she's much better than Sakura.
I
Since
mean,
like
she is better. She is
Well,
better. Only
with
she
the
gives me the
last
same
chapter-
vibe.
Sakura is
Where's the
useless.
last
Keep going.
chapter? Oh my god, Nami
mean,
is
I'm-
better
I'm
than
not
Sakura.
saying-
yeah.
I'm not saying Nami is useless. She gives me Sakura vibes. I mean, the way she acts is like it boils my blood.
Like
It's so- it Sakura gave me a PTSD of like tsundere characters, and I hate it. I hate her with a passion.
well, with Nami, the
She
reason
should have stayed single.
with well, that's true. But with Nami, like the reason I like Nami was because I can relate to Nami a lot, and with Nami being at the 3rd, I was actually shocked. I'm fine when she was only like 10 or 20 in Japan poll, but I'm actually shocked she's in 3rd place because, like, yeah, Wano has been great for
I am
Nami. Nami has been good in Wano, especially with the other chapter when you remember the OT part when OT had got her and she said,
No
"Okay, sorry,
spoilers.
I
No
forgot. Sorry."
spoilers.
But anyway, let's just say anime watchers, Nami's gonna be good in like moving forward. That's all I'm gonna say.
Definitely. So moving on, I think we knew who was like first and second place. It was
Okay.
it was expected.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. They messed up because Zoro should be number one. But yeah,
Okay,
we'll-
first of all, there was a controversy that everybody was thinking that Zoro's might surpass Luffy, but
No way, no.
yes, there was a huge controversy that Zoro was gonna pass Luffy, but they said that Luffy was, the head, was the main character, so it makes sense that
Well-
he's the first.
When we look at the regional things, you can see. I think we see how this rumor started.
yeah.
If we look at the regional stuff,
Yeah.
but I think for the overall rankings, this was expected.
Yeah,
I think
of course it is.
nobody thought that any character else would be in these places.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think in all of the top 5, they all make sense in a sense. The top 5 all make sense.
Yes.
I did feel like
I mean-
Nami should have been a little bit lower when it comes to
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Even though she's my favorite.
So we can
Yes.
see like.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Top. But I
And-
think this right now, what we're looking at, this is global. This top 10 is solid. Like
Yes.
you can't really be like, I don't think this should be up there.
I
I'm
don't like.
surprised Carrot was at 8.
Yeah.
And I think people were liking Carrot the most, mostly because of they want to see Carrot in the Straw
the
Hat.
Straw Hat. Yeah.
I
Yes.
think that's one of the biggest reasons why they want Carrot. Not that they want Carrot up there, but that they like Carrot in the first place. The fact that she has that, like you just said, she has that energy that she wants to go on adventures, and that's where we started from. The very beginning, we started from all this adventure, and so bringing us back to what we saw in the very beginning of One Piece, it's kind of bringing people like, the nostalgia of wanting to go on an adventure again. It's like this part is cool. Let's relapse on it, and that's what
she's also
character
connected
brings
to
to it.
Pedro. Remember, like even Pedro said about how Luffy would change, and he wants
I don't think that has to do with her personality, though.
No, but
And she's too naive.
yeah,
she's too naive. Yes, but she
that doesn't
she
do with
would.
personality.
But
She
I
reminds me of a younger Luffy. Honestly,
Yes.
that's what she reminds me.
Yeah.
of.
with
Period.
Sanji, the question is that people kind of like because Sanji was really, I'm not gonna say anything because manga's people, but I'm just saying that like people very disappointed at Sanji. That's all I can say.
I mean, I can
No,
understand, but look at Fishman arc. He almost died by a
Nosebleed.
nosebleed. I mean, come
But also-
on. You're the 3rd strongest, and you die. And what you could die of? Oda came up with a nosebleed. Oh,
Third strongest.
Yes, but also
I am on a an island for 2 years with transvestites. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean the guy that he is, and then coming to Sabaody, and then looking at Oda's woman and being like Master Roshi, but like 10 times worse. I mean, come on.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't think Sanji would be for freaking top 3 strongest one out of the entire crew if it wasn't for his hockey. I bet you if freaking Robin had hockey just like him, some sort of armor hockey, she'd be way better than him.
I mean, you could say that
Or Jinbei.
Robin could
I
smack
would say
everyone except Luffy.
I would Jinbei. I would say
Oh,
when
Jinbei
Jinbei-
is stronger than him.
Jinbei.
Is he?
I
I
mean,
didn't
Jinbei.
think about- I think
Jinbei
he is.
fought
think
Ace for
so.
4
I
days.
don't think so.
He's definitely
He-
stronger than Sanji.
You think?
Jinbei
Yeah.
fought Ace for 4 days.
If
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that. Remember
oh, yeah.
that.
If you think of it, Jinbei
So we
fighting
have a
all these
new
people
monster
during the
trio?
war?
So we have a new monster trio.
I mean,
Dang, yeah.
I mean, Monster Trio is more like beat up and then ask questions later, because like Jinbei is more, he's older, more wiser, so he's like think first, and those
Yeah, he
three
is.
don't really
Oh
care.
yeah,
So
he's
Yeah, these
more.
three are just stupid. They
he's
just go
yeah
and do
he's
stuff.
he's Jinbei is like Robin, you know, they are like cool headed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sanji
definitely.
would like flinch at just someone brushed by a female. He's like, "How dare you!" He'll
Yeah,
start fighting right
and-
away.
Or he gets into with Zoro, like
Yep.
competitive.
And then
over-
Zoro,
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you spill alcohol, Zoro's all over your ass.
Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, Robin is like the second strongest. So she could smack everyone. Her speed.
Yes, you can.
Oda said it doesn't matter how fast you are, she would catch you with her hands, literally.
Yep.
Look at
That's amazing.
Cavendish. Look at
Yeah.
Cavendish.
Yes.
It doesn't her. I mean, you thought that Sugar's Devil Fruit didn't make any sense. Hers either. I mean,
Yeah.
speed. The thing you would think, okay, the faster I am, she couldn't do nothing. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So let's take a peek into the top 10, but only the top 10 of the regions. So
Mhm.
how
Here we go.
this
Oh, here we
all
go.
Came together.
came together. So we are starting with Asia, which is like the
I like Asia better.
main island.
It's not that different. It's
of
not that
Asia?
different.
No.
It's
If-
not really that different. We are switching Sanji and Nami, which I think would be more appropriate.
Yeah.
It's a lot
for,
better.
also for
Yeah.
the overall ranking. And we have law switching
back
with
one with Robin.
with
That makes
Robin.
sense. Honestly,
And
that makes
Ace
perfect
and,
sense as well.
That
Ace and
makes for
Sabo
me
also.
makes also sense. So
Mhm.
I think
And we-
also the rest is like
And then
the
Luffy's wife
same.
staying in the same place.
I think
You know it's
Nami
true.
should be like 10th, and then everyone moves up. You know, that would
Mhm.
make more sense.
Definitely.
Fuck Nami.
So next up we have Oceanic.
I-
So we have
what?
I don't-
Nami, Robin, and Yamato and Carrot
All right.
at the top, and we have
I see Oceanic. I see you guys.
I don't know what Oceana is smoking, but I want some.
I already know it. I already know it.
it's like, and every guy moved down.
Oceana is full with sibs.
Oh well, Oceania is also filled with a lot of women. A whole, like a big majority of women,
Ooh,
and so it makes sense that they voted for all these people because they're all powerful women. And so it makes absolute sense for them to vote for them. For all of them.
They're jealous of Boa Hancock. That's why she's 8th.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
At least put her at 7 so Luffy and her are next to each other.
Switch her. No. Switch her with Nami. That would make more sense.
Actually, it would make more sense because she's the most. Honestly, she's probably the most. No, I think the most
Nico
mature,
Robin.
most powerful is Nico Robin. And
Yeah.
Boa Hancock is kind of. She still has that.
She's like she
immaturity
reminds
about her.
me. She kind of reminds me the Tsundere part when it comes to.
Oh, she's
like,
not Sunday.
yeah, she
Nah.
is.
Is.
Nah.
She
Really?
is.
She's
Yes.
more hard to get. She's more hard to get. She's like cool headed. She would like friend zone you in an instant.
Well,
Like-
with every guy except Luffy. With Luffy,
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah,
She
but she
is
doesn't
Tsundere.
like. She really. She doesn't give. You know.
She wants the Gomu Gomu no D.
like
She,
she would literally like not talk to Zoro or anybody in the Straw Hats except for
yeah, because she doesn't care about anyone, neither
Yes.
females or males. She
I
doesn't care
mean-
about anyone. She loves herself. And
That's
Luffy.
how.
I-
That's
I
He's
saw-
absolute
I saw-
narcissist.
And Luffy.
I saw a post like in the beginning, like when she joined the crew, like she invited herself instead of Luffy invited her. She responded
fanfiction.
everyone with a nickname. Instead of like calling Luffy by his first name, she just called him by Captain. And after Thriller Bark, she started calling everyone on their name.
Yes. That did happen.
So she is like more like a self-centered type. It's like
Yep.
when everyone is having fun, she's like in a corner reading a book or
Mhm.
doing
You mean
whatever.
you mean Robin?
Self-sufficient. She's
You mean Robin?
self-sufficient. Yeah, Robin. He's talking about
Yeah,
Robin.
Robin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's cool.
So-
I think that's interesting. It makes sense to me.
So
See,
moving
next.
on, we have North America next. I mean, yes,
That
Luffy
makes sense.
first place, Nami second, Zoro third, then Sanji, Robin, Carrot, Boa Hancock. Yamato is in the top 10. Law and Sabo.
I mean, there are a lot of like manga readers in America, so understandable that's
Yes.
why she's 8th.
Yes, I think so too.
But Ace is not there. You should have just put Ace instead of Sabo.
Honestly,
Not really. No.
Well, I
'Cause
was
Ace isn't really
Look at
relevant
Lucy.
anymore.
the troll is real
I'm done.
in America.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Hey, he made it! He made it! Top
What?
20, baby!
I'm done.
What?
I mean, overall, he
God.
had like 30 or 40 or 50 or 60k. 70k is also like
Wait,
a lot.
let's go back again. I want to see where he is in every
What?
gen.
Usopp?
How far did
Whoa,
Nutman?
in 38th place in Asia.
Okay.
How?
I mean,
Then
he made
How
some.
are people? I don't understand. Like, how is this making sense?
It's because of Grand Line Review.
He's not even up there.
I'm done.
No, in Oceania he's not up there. We saw North America. He's in top 20. I don't. Okay. But also look at the Straw Hats in North America. Like all of them are up there.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie, Brooke, and Chopper.
I really
are
want.
up
I
there.
really want Katakuri to be up there for North America.
Really? Where's Katakuri? There.
12th.
Yeah. Yes. So
No, I think that makes sense I think it makes absolute sense because Luffy makes absolute sense. He's the main character.
Yes.
He's a badass, and then we go to Nami, and Nami's in a bikini, so that makes sense for second place. Zoro's a badass. Sanji's a badass. Then you got Nico Robin, who's very mature, a great influencing character for females. You got Carrot, who's searching for adventure and stuff like that. Yeah, freaking Luffy's wife. You got Yamato, the future crewmate for the Straw Hat Pirates. You got Law, who's pretty much the Whitebeard of Luffy, and then you got his brother. So I think it makes sense.
You
Well,
know what?
honestly,
you know what I
I
just
thought
figured out.
I have to go with Kiwi on that. I would have liked to see Zabo and Ace switched.
Mm-hmm. Because listen, Ace was like in the backstory when they were, and he was still relevant to Wano at least.
You know what I just came up with? I know why she's second.
You know why? I know why she's second too.
Yeah, I mean a bunch of Sims that want to get dominated by
She
Nami.
has the assets. She has the assets, and she shows them
That's
off.
exactly why. She shows just enough side boob and under boob.
So
go.
moving on, we have Japan. I think we don't have to talk a lot about Japan because Japan is just.
Oh, okay.
Come on, it's. Well,
Oh.
I was surprised again about Rocinante being up there, but except from that, like the first 4 is the replication of the last character poll. It's the exact same.
Yes, it's perfect.
It's the boys. It's the boys in the hood.
Yes, if you remember, well, what was it? I think it was the Dressrosa character poll. Law even beat Zoro in one poll, and after that he moved down to 3rd place, and then he moved down again to 4th place. But he was in one poll. He was in 2nd place in Japan.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
in Japan, it's like even Roger and everyone was like really low. While in in the overall ranking, they would be higher.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really thought they would.
But you know what? You know who I didn't notice at like the top 100? Maybe I missed because I was gone for like 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dragon was at the bottom.
he's at the bottom.
Yeah, he's at the
Yeah.
bottom.
While you were away, we wanted to wait for the top 10 because we just reached
Yeah.
them when you were gone.
Thank
We
you.
scrolled down a little bit.
The dog almost
to,
beat Dragon.
Yeah.
The dog.
Who?
At the bottom was Dragon.
Shoo shoo.
All right,
I
what's the
missed
next
it.
one?
Yes,
What's the next
100
one?
was Choo Choo. Wait, where's? I want to.
Usopp. Yeah. Are you?
Oh my God, I can't.
He's
I
probably
know.
also not here. No.
He's not there.
But Shoo is here.
Oh, there's
And
Shushu.
Snowland?
I'm
Okay.
shocked.
Sorry,
Moving
let's do
on.
this. Let's do this. Next one.
We have Latin America and the Caribbean. So we have Nami first, Zoro second, then Luffy, Robin, Carrot, Sanji, Yamato, Boa Hancock, Law, and Usopp.
I'm surprised Usopp's up there. I'm
Bro,
100% surprised he's up
No,
there.
don't do
I-
Usopp like that.
Hey, go to
Hey,
Usopp and go away.
don't talk bad about the god. Don't talk bad about the god.
All right,
I'm-
all right.
bro,
you
I'm-
know what? This is.
I'm more surprised about Nami, man. I mean,
Nami
Usopp
being
should have been
first?
first.
I think it
Usopp
makes
should have
perfect
been
sense.
first.
I think it makes sense for the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think
They
it
like
does.
the
Yeah,
You
the weather.
Yeah.
The weather.
the
Also,
raindrops.
I'm
drop
really
top.
happy that Yamato is also in the top 10 here. So
That's
that
interesting.
means
Yeah,
there
number
are
7.
a lot of manga readers in Latin America.
That is cool. That is really cool.
Yes.
I mean, she is hype though. She is hype.
Yes.
She's hella strong. And
Yamato is hype. He is hype.
yeah,
But
she is a
he-
he, right?
He.
I mean,
yes.
he identifies.
Hey, she doesn't
herself-
even know she's a he, or he doesn't even know she's a he. She doesn't even know
Oh
yet.
wait, you know what? You know
No,
what I.
He
You know
She
what I-
claims
identifies
she's a
himself.
he.
He claims
Yeah.
he claims himself as male.
Yep.
So
We have to
Yamato is male.
Man.
I mean, you know what I
Very,
just.
very chesty male.
Yeah, you know what? You know what I just like came up to my mind.
With Momo grabbing up all over her. But okay, go ahead, keep going.
I mean that too. Zabuza was a bit, with Haku.
Zabuza?
Zabuza, you know.
I don't know.
Bro,
Okay.
Haku dying. I want to die with her in my arms. I want to see her before I die, or him. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Okay,
the guy
okay.
with the
We're gonna talk
figure.
about Naruto now, right now. Like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck
Let-
Naruto.
Next one.
Let's get to the next one. We are in Europe. We have
That makes sense.
Nami,
I hate
Zoro,
Europe.
Robin, Luffy, Law, Carrot, Sanji, Hancock, Zabo, and Yamato.
I think that
Check
makes
where
sense.
check where Usopp is.
I'm surprised Law is not closer to the top. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, lost 5.
I know that. I know that closer to the
I
top.
think
Like, I
his,
would've thought they
his
would've switched
placement
Luffy
in
and him.
Europe is accurate. I think top 5 is accurate.
I thought they would have switched Luffy and Law, honestly.
Yeah.
But that makes perfect sense. Yeah. That makes sense it makes sense for Nami because they're like, haha, she's European. Here we go. Let's put her at the top.
He's also look at Whoop's Lab.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
Hey,
think
let's
in
go.
In Latin America, he was not up there, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was
Let's
he?
just keep
No, he wasn't.
No, I don't think he was at all.
I don't think so too. We have Pam and
And
Yeah.
D, man.
Oh yeah. Let definitely go up. You know
no,
what?
he was not. He was not here.
Yeah.
So
Let's
yeah.
see.
And then
I think that makes sense right there. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 makes perfect sense. I think everyone voting Carrot must be furries. And then the rest of the stuff, it's pretty good.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
move on to another region.
Then we have Middle East. We have Zoro, Nami, Luffy, Sanji, Carrot, Robin, Yamato, Katakuri, X-Drake, and Boa Hancock. I'm
I don't-
so surprised of
Uh,
X-Drake.
What?
That's
I
what
mean, look at that. He beat Law.
I mean.
Law's
That's what.
only in 13th place.
He hasn't
That's-
done anything.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, why is X Drake in 9 before I was cut off rudely? Huh?
I mean, he X-Drake beat Shanks, Zabo, Law, Ace. It's like
I don't.
what the
X Drake, man. Ugh.
I mean, he had a fucked up childhood, and like they overlapped laws with his.
I think
you
it's
know?
because of
He
Kobe.
doesn't have enough character
No, listen,
development, man, to be in
listen,
the top 10.
listen, guys. It's about Kobe and him being the.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
remember.
where is Kobe in here?
I mean, that's also true. I mean, maybe like they like his
Bottom.
design. I guess.
Always at the bottom or something. Where is he at?
Yeah, look
Toju.
at that. Kobe is at 63.
Toju.
So come on,
He's
that
not putting
doesn't
it
make
down yet,
sense.
man. I think
I
when he
mean-
goes to Boa Hancock's island and ends up capturing her or whatever, that's when his name's gonna get big.
Mhm.
Maybe
I-
the Middle East like Dinosauria.
Dinosaurs. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Right.
They got all the bones there.
Yes.
That's just
Hey,
crazy.
let's
I like
move
how
on
they
to
kinda-
another area.
Crazy. So we have Africa
Mhm.
with Zoro, Nami, Luffy, Yato, Carrot, Law,
What?
Hancock, Nico, Robin, Eustace, Kid, and Sanji.
Kid?
I mean, I
I'm
could
surprised-
understand.
I mean,
I could understand Kid at top 10.
honestly, yes.
Bro, I mean,
Because-
he had a higher bounty than Luffy before the time skip.
Well,
Yeah, but that's because he killed people.
well,
Hey,
I wouldn't
higher
agree
is higher,
to him.
bro. Higher is
I
higher.
wouldn't necessarily agree to him being in like top 10, but in the overall ranking, he was like at the bottom.
I think he was like between 20 and 30.
Yeah.
Yes, but I would have I thought he was like I would have put him.
Oh, wait. I
I wouldn't have put
remember
him up
as
there,
well.
man.
A lot of things that Luffy did isn't like recorded.
Wait
Yeah.
up now.
So,
Wait up.
I mean,
Let's,
if-
let's look at number 4 though.
Yamato.
Yamato?
Yeah. To be at number 4, that's interesting.
I mean, good
Manga-
shit.
A
That
lot
That
of
should've
definitely
been
manga
shows
second.
that
a
that
lot of
definitely
manga
shows that
readers.
they're reading the manga
Yeah.
like religiously, because her to be number 4, that's pretty impressive.
Yes. That's actually pretty impressive.
I think that was it.
That
Yeah.
placement for Sanji, that means Africa is kind of like don't like
I
what
think-
is happening
I think
to
Yamato
Sanji.
belongs
And
at the top. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm excited for Yamato. I'm excited to see what
see him
Yamato's
up there
going
in
to
the
do. next.
rankings. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Ooh, Straw Hats. Yes.
So
Hey, I see you, Manga
That's
After Dark. I was
it.
saying the same thing.
that's it.
That's
Wait,
it.
we forgot to do
Middle
Whoop
E.
Slap thing.
Woosta.
Wait, where
I
is
want
Whoop
to
Slap? Where's Whoop Slap there?
He's not there.
I probably in the Middle East. I don't know. He's not there.
No,
But there's
he's
Sengoku.
only he's only popular in North America.
No, he was also he was also up in,
Okay.
in Europe and in what was it again? Whoop Slap was let's see, Africa.
Mhm.
Well, probably yeah. Look at that. Whoop Slap is in 20th place in Africa.
Yeah, I think Usopp was African, or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
so-
yeah, he was. That's surprising that he's
Oh,
not.
Dad, the Africans love Beppo.
Love that ball.
Anyway, we have
Yes.
questions, guys, in the chat. If you want to discuss about it, you have any questions, you want to talk about the overall rank or what region do you think that you are shocked or something, you can ask questions. This is your chance to ask questions and stuff. So please ask us any question right now.
Or if you want me to go butcher on Nami.
Actually, to refer that to
True.
that, like Manga After Dark. Yes, Usopp is from South Africa.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Because Africa is a continent, not a country. So,
Hey, it's goat
Dusan,
Usopp.
You know what? This is I do want to bring something up while they're putting down some questions and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's and one of the biggest things is we see a big reoccurring after effect of course the Straw Hats being up there. We're seeing it over and over and over again, and you know what? In the series of all these things, I think the two most important people who are always in it that we see all the time is Carrot and Boa Hancock. And
No.
I wanted to bring those up because technically Boa Hancock hasn't been in any of this for a while at all. But
I
she's
mean-
still climbing all the way at the top.
Yes.
And Carrot, has been in this, and she's been in it for a while, and she's kind of proving herself as, whether she's gonna become a main character or not.
Yeah. And
so
also, you're forgetting Yamato too.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get to that. I mean, she wasn't as recurring as all of them. And the point I'm getting at is all of us here. What do you think? What do you think from Carrot? What do you think we're gonna get from Carrot that everyone's expecting we're gonna get? And then what do you think we're gonna get from Boa Hancock that everyone is expecting we're gonna get? Because clearly they like Boa Hancock, and they're continuing to like her because not just because she's who she is, but probably because they see something happening later on.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about these two?
Well, I'll go first with Boa Hancock. I think everybody's excited about the fight between her and Kobe, and especially and how she has 3 types of hockey, and I think she also have the supreme hockey as well. So I think that she will showcase what she is truly capable of as a Amazon Lily. They didn't put her as a leader of Amazon Lily for nothing. And Amazon Lily, as you know, in representing, is the strongest. Like the woman there is strong. So she has to be they don't give that position for nobody if you're weak. So I think she's gonna showcase us something that we never seen. Like she did really better. Like I honestly think she did in Stampede, but I think she's gonna showcase more better in the actual canon for me. And she does have the assets to get the guys, so I think that's why.
Oh my
Other than-
god!
I mean, she
But
has
other
the
than that-
assets, the
She had to
assets.
go there. She had to go.
yeah.
Got it, Kiwi. You love the bath scene.
So-
We understand.
So Boa Hancock will definitely rise more in popularity, I think, when when the Marines go to Amazon Lily and arrive there,
Yeah.
and Boa Hancock may be fighting. I hope we see some of the scenes of the fights against the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that we are going to see all of it. I'm not even sure if we are going to see any of it or if Oda is off-screening this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that the Marines are going there.
Oh yeah.
So, Boa Hancock will definitely we will see her again. I don't know when we will see her again.
I mean, she has presence, though. I mean, even though all the guys fall for her, literally. I mean, look at Marineford. She was holding herself well, and she even kicked back Smoker.
Oh, she wasn't even fighting to her fullest strength either.
Yeah,
she wasn't.
She wasn't. She was definitely holding back, and she was doing some impact. And the funniest thing is just the moment she gave Luffy the key. Everyone was surprised when he jumped on her and then hugged her, and they all weren't wait, what's happening? Is she defeated? That was it.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a question in the chat from
Okay.
Manga After Dark.
Let's put his question up.
Yes, he asked, which poll do you all think is the most accurate in our opinion?
I would have to say the overall ones are more accurate because that one is you calculate the entire regions to make it this, because I like seeing other regions. I don't think that they're quite there yet, but I prefer the overall one
Well-
because the overall one
That's
has
the
more-
overall one in front of us right now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the overall one
Yeah.
in front of us. Yes. I think the overall rankings are the most accurate,
Yeah.
especially since before we only had the character polls from Japan, the official Shueisha ones.
Yeah.
And this is the first time Shueisha did an official international poll. So I think the overall
Mhm.
ranking is it was the goal of this poll to find out the international rankings. So the overall is the most accurate one.
Yes.
I feel like, honestly, the most accurate would be Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Law, then Sanji, then Nico Robin, then Hancock, then Carrot, then Sabo, then Ace.
Really?
That's what I think.
Really?
Yes. With everything that's going on in the manga and the anime and stuff like that, Law has taken a bigger position in all of this, in absolutely all of this, all the way since Punk Hazard, all the way since Punk Hazard. He has taken a huge role.
I mean, he's like the
very-
Whitebeard of Luffy, though.
Exactly.
Yes, I
And
agree.
in that point, I feel like he actually takes a higher role than Sanji. Absolutely. So that's what I
Really?
think. Yep.
Really?
I think absolutely.
I mean, Sanji's kind of getting disappointing with the community. People don't like Sanji's.
I mean,
because-
it gets annoying at a point, you know. I
Sanji
mean, we
is
know.
so annoying, man.
But
Like, it
also,
drives me
but
crazy.
also with the thing that happened in the manga where everybody is annoyed too. Would you have liked it if it went the other way around? Because honestly, I wouldn't have liked Sanji when he didn't stick to his
Shivers.
morals. To his
Well,
morals,
to me,
like the
I'm
morals he
fine.
has.
I'm fine. Listen, I'm fine with Sanji sticking with his moral, but some people do not like that because
I
they
mean, it
want
is too much.
Yeah,
At
because-
some point, it's too much.
because, like, for example, with Khalifa, that one too, people had the problem with that with Sanji. They had a problem with Sanji with this one now. So in a sense, they kind of felt like Sanji needs to drop that once. But you know,
I see you after dark.
people have different ways understanding it. But I like that they kept Sanji. It's consistent. Sanji has no
Hey,
business to get
I just want to put this out. A manga after dark, exactly what he just said right now. He had no business whatsoever getting captured by Maria. I'm just gonna say that.
That is true though. That one.
Yeah.
He had absolutely no business getting captured by her. Like that's
his
I
fault for
thought-
getting distracted, honestly.
literally, it made no sense for him to get captured by her. And it's
Yeah.
of course because of who he is, but at the same time, it's
I
kind of
mean,
like,
come on, you could
really?
at least
Was it
defend
needed?
yourself. You don't need to strike back.
Well,
but,
well,
like, defend.
I think we should stop here because of spoilers.
Yeah.
It is very recent in the manga, so it will take a lot of.
they know we
Yeah.
do stuff on manga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
a lot of manga stuff, but we
But
know
what
we
was
have
the other
some
question?
people
There was
here.
another question, right?
There's another question here.
I think
Let's
same
see.
person actually asked two.
Yeah. Oh, this one. It said Hanko will get upscale high heavens when she returns in the manga. Is that correct, you guys? Do you agree with that?
Hell yeah.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah, she will.
it's like we said, she didn't even use full force in Marineford. I mean, when she
Yeah.
comes back,
Yes.
she will smack everyone.
No, manga after dark. It's okay. It's okay. So
Yeah.
try to
Honestly, it's both.
to
We didn't want to ruin it for some other people, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that Boa Hancock part, all right. So when she comes back, for one thing, the Marines are gonna go to an Amazon island to go capture her. Hell no.
I
They
mean,
all
they
use hockey.
yeah. I mean, they need to have like actually Marines that can use hockey to defend themselves against a whole island that can use hockey. You know that it doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. They're gonna send all these. They're gonna send these Marines over there. They're gonna get mollywopped, dude. They're gonna get asses kicked.
Yes.
Like I'm sorry. Like literally, they're gonna go there and they're just gonna get whooped. They're not even gonna get to Boa Hancock. And then if they do get to Boa Hancock, because we do have
Yeah.
Homeboy there. He's gonna want to do his thing. He's gonna try and put it down. But Boa is just so much. She's on a different level than him. There's no way that he thinks he's as strong as a warlord, and a warlord in her sense. All right, because even other warlords are scared of her. So
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like,
I mean, she
don't
might
understand
have-
where this is coming from.
Bro, she might have.
We
her-
have another question, guys. It's the same person. This one's actually really
We're still answering that one. Go
yeah.
ahead.
This one is actually really interesting. This one is Carrot is just mad, but I was hoping for a Pedro's fight would give Carrot something, but she got low diff. Do you agree with that?
Let's see.
Yeah.
You keep it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one.
Huh.
I'm not
I mean,
sure. I mean,
he-
Carrot is kind of strong though.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Huh.
Yes. Carrot is kind of meshed, but I don't think Carrot is really there when it comes to the amount of power she can put out. She's really there for the type of person she is and the character that she is. She's reflecting on the whole thing of when she's been stuck on an island for so long, being trapped in something. So she represents a whole different type of outlook that a lot of people see. And I think that's one of the main reasons why we can sit here and, kind of put her into Straw Hat Crew. If we say that, but the whole power scaling moment for her is definitely a whole. I think when she has the what's it called, Mulong form,
Oolong.
Oolong form.
From-
She has that form, dude. She's
I mean,
Dang.
didn't Perez say that like faith wasn't on her side the moment the clouds like clouded
Yeah.
the moon, so her
Yeah.
form went away and then she got smacked. Maybe fate does like have a little plot in One Piece, like it has in JoJo. You know, let me put a quick JoJo reference there.
I knew he did a JoJo in there.
Okay.
JoJo for the win.
He's just sitting there
All right.
But yeah,
Alright,
man, that's what I think about that one. Don't worry, she could get her back up soon.
Yes. So
True.
we have another question. It's from Dusan. I want to ask, not up to date yet, when it comes to One Piece, what arc or scene gives you the most sense of dread or fear? For the chapters, for me, it was Water 7 arc at the time when CP9 was pretty strong.
Okay,
I mean, who wants to go
I have
first?
to say,
I'll go first.
Oh, you want to
So-
go first?
so I go first?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mike.
I can go first if you want.
Okay.
I'll go after you.
For me, actually, the most dread I felt was Dressrosa.
Oh.
It was Dressrosa when Law already got his arm cut off, and Luffy shot him, and everybody thought, okay, he's dead, but he switched himself out with a random.
That was
And I
some
was
big
like,
brain.
whoa, yes, that was a big bait. But it was so, oh my god, did Law yet also die now?
God dang, yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah. Are you all done, Muninn?
Yeah.
yes, I'm done.
All
Next
right,
one.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'll say what I just said last time, because I think we did have this question a while back ago, but I love this question. Mine's gonna be the Marineford arc. The Marineford arc had so much going on, so much buildup, so much disorder, so much feelings, so much freaking betrayal, so much there were just so much things going on. And then the effects of like all these people fighting against, well, the Marines and the pirates and stuff like that. There were so many different things that were going on in that, and so much chaos. And I thought that one had the most conflicting feelings throughout the whole thing, because you kind of wanted to sit there and be like, oh, more fights, let's go. But then at the same time, you're realizing that all these people are fighting to protect that one person, and so many people were losing their lives doing it. And that's one of those things, like me, me a part being in the military and stuff like that. Just seeing this whole scene going across, like it. You know what? It's one of those things that always gets to me because you know what? War is not what a lot of people think it is, and I think it's held a big part, especially all the way to the pinnacle where we get to Ace's moment. It's just, man, it gets you deep because they worked hard and they sacrificed and they bled and they shed tears all the way up to that moment, and then they couldn't even really achieve the goal that they got to. That was the most saddest part. That to me, that is the most saddest part, that they worked themselves all the way to that point, and then they didn't even achieve their goal. And they're just like, and it fell right in front of them. Absolutely right in front of them.
You know what? I mean, everything you say is true, but you gotta admit, my man, Whitebeard, gave the biggest middle finger to the world government. That scene, even if I think about it, it still gives me chills, man. That scene was like...
Whitebeard stood out as the most, let's say, dependable leader in this entire story, period. The way he sacrificed himself, the way he put himself on the front lines, the way he would it was perfect. He was the perfect character to play a leadership role, and he was the perfect character to play as a father figure to all those people. And that part sucked as well, to see that person go down like that. It was, man.
I mean, like all of the people, like Marineford made such a big impact on One Piece. It was like, and I have to agree. Okay, I have to agree to Ike. The goal, and also like the small achievement they made during Marineford, and they actually got their Sammy got their goal, and then it went all to hell. With Akainu, and it was like everybody was like, no, wait, they had him. They had him, and then what?
Really,
and then this one of the saddest moments in whole One Piece.
Yes, it was kind of.
Say what you want, but Akainu tanked like an actual
dude.
He tanked like motherfucker. It's bro.
Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit to it.
I wanna say something
on top of all of that going around, and the whole scene coming in, and as that person passed away. All right, it happened. I don't want to run into too much. That person dying in Luffy's hands was the even most worst part of it all.
Don't remind me. I started to cry on stream.
Literally, like every time, like I can watch like a what is it? One of those like little small clips and stuff, and I will still almost come to tears seeing that every time. As someone that does have a brother, and we were both in the military. Like, if I was to ever see something like that, man, that's shattering. That right there is absolutely shattering.
Dude, stop! You make me cry.
Okay, let's go to Kiwi and
Kiwi wanted to say something.
Okay, so I have two arcs that kind of scared me the most, and I have to go with Sabaody Archipelago because it was the day where it was actually announced that the Straw Hats was defeated. And that literally gave me the goosebumps. I was like, is the show gonna end now? Or like, what happened? Like, when I first watched that, I was like, what happened? I was crying, like Luffy seeing his entire friend, like his friends disappear one by one. And it just like hurts me. And I was like, no, don't do this to me. And then the most crazy part that I felt like it was the most dreadful one was the 10-year part, the 10 years when Ivanko injected the hormone, like, the 10-year when Luffy was poisoned. And I was like, oh shit. So Luffy's about to die, or like is that like a reference in the future that Luffy is gonna die, and it's like a breaking point of like, what? he spent the 10 years of his lifespan, that kind of like bring me to like, whoa, like that didn't bring me in tears, but
Mm.
the one that bring me in tears was the Sabaody archipelago. Like that, the punch was for the celestial dragon. You have to admit that was satisfying. Secondly, with Hachi pleading, saying forgive him for what he done to Nami. And the third one was the Straw Hats dying. Those three escalated super fast, and then Rayleigh comes in. That escalated super fast there. So I have to go with Sabaody Sabaody, and after Sabaody has to be Empel down.
Okay, let me finish it with I got also two, which is the first one is Long Ring, Long Land, you know?
What?
Come on, how do you expect how do you beat someone that slows time, you know? I mean,
Wait, but
no, I'm joking, I'm
Sorry.
joking. No, I got one, and that's also Marineford. And the other one is like complete opposite. The most satisfying I've ever felt was after the Sabaody arc when they came back. The what are those bots called again?
Pastafista.
Yeah, but yeah, the pacifistas. The
And when
moment
they came
Luffy
back-
stood up, they shot 3 times and he flexed on him like too slow. Tack, 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 you know? And then he jumps in for the punch, and then you see a split second the reaction changing from like confused to like actually terrified. That was I was jumping like I was going ham. That was awesome. That moment
Okay,
was
Pizza.
like,
I got a question. What do you think about the fake Straw Hats though?
I mean, that was kind of funny. I was like, what the I was actually questioning what was happening, and then Chopper actually going with them, thinking they were actually the the Straw Hats, you know. They were like, yo, well, why is this dog
You're forgetting
raccoon
Luffy did
following?
the same exact thing though.
I mean,
with
it's
Zoro and
Luffy. It's Luffy.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely
Yeah.
did the same fucking thing, man. It was like, what are you doing, Luffy? Oh my god.
I mean, I was hyped on Usopp actually. Like he went from fat to buff, and now he feels skinny again.
You know what?
I
Yeah,
mean,
they kind of took
really?
the buffness away from him. I
Yeah,
was like,
I
what's
mean, he
going
was
on?
buzz.
They
Yes,
took
he
the whole
was
manliness
buff.
away.
He was like shredded, and now he feels skinny again, like in the Dressrosa arc. And I was like, what?
That's true.
I think it's because of the clothing.
I mean, he was also wearing like half shit, you know, like in Stampede. I think he also had like a short sleeve, and he was like skinny. And then when he joined, he was like, when he just arrived at Sabaody, you saw him like
Yeah.
with a 6-pack, with some muscles. How Luffy is now.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
They did
He
him
was
dirty,
really-
man. They did the god dirty. How could
I like what
yeah,
After
he did.
Dark is saying. Oda did such a great job making me hate Whopple.
Yeah, I think how many people actually liked Wapple?
Wapple is a goat.
Nobody.
Okay, first of all,
Wapple.
first of
I
all,
actually forget
Whopple,
who Wappo is every time you guys bring him up is when I remember him.
Wapple is the guy that that he like killed Dr. Hilug, you know, that he took all the
Okay,
doctors.
okay.
Yes, he was the former
he
king
might-
of Drum Island.
Listen. He might be really like he might unlikable, but his metal. Remember his Wapple? Like when his entire metal is actually made of like what like Frankie's Wapple metal is actually.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
he went from everything, from cocky everything
yeah.
to nothing, and like now a bit humble everything, you know, with his Wapple
Mhm.
medal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of has like an not an intervention, but like a change of mind, like
But
how all.
I prefer Buggy better than Wapple.
he had a life-changing experience because he fell to nothing, and so he learned from that he
I
has
mean,
to build something himself.
Mhm.
Does everyone have a change of heart when they meet Luffy?
Yes.
Most,
Mm,
not
No.
all.
not all.
Except Joker, but he's insane. He's clinically
Also-
insane.
Also, no, Crocodile didn't have a change of heart either.
I mean, Crocodile is
No,
like in the gray area.
No,
because
no. He still wanted to kill Whitebeard.
he went. He only went with them from Impel Down because it was like his breakout chance.
Yep.
And he explicitly told Luffy he's only following him for his
Ooh.
own goals.
I mean,
Yeah, but you
he's-
also
not-
forget Muninn. You also forget that he saved Luffy and Jinbei. After all,
Ish.
he didn't have to step in, but he said, if you're gonna protect something, you better protect it correctly.
I mean, Ivankov also like kind of pressured him to join because Ivankov has the secret about Crocodile that we don't know.
Okay,
The
we're gonna talk about that later.
So we have one question left,
Okay.
and it is, how do y'all rank the admirals personally?
Mm.
So I would say we start with Ike.
You know what? Actually, Manga After Dark, I want you to kind of clarify it a bit. What do you mean? How do we rank them? Do you mean rank as in like strength or as in like a character? That's what I
Yeah.
want to ask. Very quick, post it if you can.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good.
The reason I'm bringing that up because you know what? When it comes to strength, of course, I'm gonna rank it differently. But if
Yeah.
it comes to your character, then that man, it's gonna be two different things. It really
Yeah.
is.
True.
So do me a favor and say something about that for me. All right. Let's see.
As
characters.
Okay.
As characters.
So as
Oh.
characters, who's your favorite?
So
Only
starting with
favorite.
me as characters would be a Koji.
Mm-hmm.
You can call him
Then
Kuzan.
it will be God. I don't want to say it's him.
Say it.
Say it.
Mhm. Say it.
Say it.
Yeah.
You little female dog. Say it.
What's the lava guy's name again? I don't want to say it.
But
Say it.
Fujiwara.
who?
The lava dude.
Akainu.
Akainu.
Akainu. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it. I didn't want to say him. Yeah. I'll rank him second.
Okay. Third. Go on.
I'll rank him second, and then the Blind Samurai one.
Fujitora.
Yeah,
Fujitora.
All right, there you go. I don't know how you guys remember all these names, man. I watch too many.
I
anime.
mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I watch too
One
many
Piece has
anime.
So many characters.
And then One Piece
When
is
it comes
so
to One
huge.
Piece.
And then the light one.
Yeah.
Kizaru.
Yeah,
Kizaru.
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 I mean, if you go from
That's where I rank them.
okay, if you go from right to left, so I'll go second then. Mine is
Okay.
Fujitora.
Okay.
Mhm.
Solely the moment he had with Luffy, you know, like that shit, like it sparked inside of me. And he stood up against Akainu, what you don't see a lot, because like Kizaru is like chilling. He's literally chilling.
Yes.
Fujitora second, like Kizaru third, and then Akainu because fuck Akainu. Blinded by justice.
Kiwi.
Mine's would be Aokiji, and mine's is Fujitora, Kizaru, and I have to give Greenbet a love, so Greenbet, and also Akainu is my bottom because of what he did. But yeah,
So for me, it's the first and the second is like almost the same. I would say it's the same. It's Aokiji and Fujitora.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, even though of what he did, then I would say Akainu.
oof. Okay.
I'm not sure how I would rank Green Bull yet
Yeah.
because we don't even have a face.
I mean, the
Yeah.
only thing we
He's an interesting character to me because of like he's very like because some of the admirals, they take their job seriously. He's like the ha ha ha, I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of
I mean,
admiral.
Kizaru doesn't give.
No,
Well,
Kizaru is more like a bore. Like he's more like
He's
he
the
kind
lazy one.
of lazy one. But he with this one, he was like giggly. Like he was more like I guess.
I mean, he was
he-
chilling
he
in
has the-
Marijua, right?
he's more of a Blackbeard. I have a Blackbeard vibe on him in a sense.
Actually, I think from what I've seen,
For
I
Green
think
Bed.
he is more like this crazy lazy dude. Who
Mm.
enjoys like the
I wanna.
stuff. He's a
I
little
wanna.
bit like
Mm.
I would from what I know, I would rank him a little bit like in between Akainu and Doflamingo, who loves to torture people.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not sure how to rank him because that's only assumptions I can make about the character. So I
Yeah.
have to leave him out of it, and then on last place I have to place Kizaru.
Hmm.
Kizaru is lazy. He's kind of a bland character, honestly. So in a sense, he wasn't giving
Yes.
like a lot of presence as like the one.
He was
in
also introduced to us as the fucking most badass freaking dude ever. So when we first met him, all he did was destroy all of the freaking
Supernova.
supernovas. Just absolutely demolished them. Like it was the most badass scene ever of an admiral coming in.
True.
But the most presence one that gives presence, I would have to say Fujitora, Aokiji, and Akainu.
I mean, but
Yes.
Akainu is like you love him or you hate him. There's no in
Yeah.
between.
So the reason I put him second in the first place was one of the major things is that honestly, when you see like certain leaders in the military and stuff like that, that is a majority of the leaders. Besides the factor of attacking your own people, that's blasphemy. Like that will never fucking happen. But in the stats of like, you know, justice and doing the right thing, and you kind of like it's war is war. Like that's a real thing. So when like seeing something like that, I was like, oh.
I mean, that guy is clinically insane. Some guy was like running away in Marineford and he killed him because he ran
like
away.
that for a reason, though.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
For me,
That's true.
I mean,
I'm waiting for his backstory because he has to be like that for a reason.
I mean,
I
Oda
technically-
drew him when he was a kid and
Yep.
he was a bit messed up.
Well,
So
I technically took him to the second place too because Fujitora and Aokiji technically they share the first place for me. But for Akainu, I have like a love-hate relationship to that character.
Yeah.
So for me, I love him, but I hate him. Because he is a headstrong character, he is in character, his character makes sense for a Marine in a leading position. But for what he did, I hate him. For now, I think we will wrap it up here. So guys, to not miss out on any streams, we are live on Twitch and YouTube every Monday with Black Clover and Friday with One Piece chapter reviews at 3 p.m. and 2100 at 3 p.m. CST and 2100 CET. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more of this content, follow us on our Instagram and Twitter, like and subscribe, and hit that notification button. And for everyone that sees this video later on, please share your thoughts on the character poll in the comments below. One big thank you for all of you guys being here today, and big from the complete Otaku International Team. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed the Discord so we can talk to you guys more. Bye.
Bye.